Here we go. What it is. Little birds out there chirping. You probably catch that in the feedback. Alright, so that's what my Aunt Nanny say. This is what my Aunt Bey say. So Aunt Bey, she's number 3. Elton. Elton was number 1. My daddy, number 2. Aunt Bey, number 3. So it's what Aunt Bey say. See, my mama, she never let us go out by herself. And here go Aunt G. Yeah, we gotta go out too deep. Shit, yeah. Aunt G goes out in the back. I love Aunt G, and I swear to God. I'm happy what Aunt G said too. So, you know, I can see Aunt G right now just looking. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go back. So I'm talking to Aunt Bey. And then she said, yeah, my brother, I'm talking about my dad, beat all my boyfriends up. I never had a boyfriend he didn't beat up. Then she say how he was very protective. And then she say, yeah, but don't mess with his sisters. You know what I'm saying? And then she talk about how they had to be too deep, you know, Bakersfield, you always had a partner and whatnot. So Aunt Bey couldn't go nowhere if my daddy wasn't there. And you know, Aunt Bey said she used to iron up the clothes for some money. That was her hustle. Aunt Annie taught me how to iron a pair of pants. It takes me about 45 minutes to iron a pair of pants. But now she told me the 3 little bam, 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 bam. Done deal, I'm gonna try that Monday. But anyway, she said, yeah, I used to iron the clothes in the neighborhood and get my little money and pay your daddy to come walk with me. Because if he didn't want to go, then I couldn't do nothing. And then, so she told me a story about they go and like, well, we got the Boys and Girls Club. They had the rec center or whatnot. And, you know, you go there, have play music, you know, whatever they doing at the rec center is what they did. But they never let my daddy in the rec center because he was always fighting. You know, it was something to deal with. So he would be outside of the rec center, fucking with everybody coming in and out the motherfucker. And so my Aunt Bey say that there was nobody else to fuck with. So he said, fuck this shit, I'm going to the house. So he went to the house. Now my grandma see my dad and was like, where your sister at? And he was like, it's over there. What? And then my Aunt Bey say, when they in the rec center dancing and whatnot, the music and the lights get off, and only time the lights come on is when, you know, somebody fighting and then, you know, stop it and then the lights go off and dancing and all whatnot. And then she said the lights came on and bam, her mama was right there, Willie Mae. And then I believe she said stitcher cord. She said she got her ass whooped from the goddamn rec center all the way home. You feel me? But she was telling me about how being 10 years old, it was 4 of them. My dad, her, Uncle Johnny, and Uncle James having to pick cotton because my grandma, she had 12 kids, man. 12 of them. And 2 in the hospital. And my grandma, and Aunt Bey said she had to do it all by herself. She said sometimes we had nothing but beans and cornbread. And she said she could see the expression on her mama's face, seeing the expression like she wish she could have more to give, but she ain't got nothing to offer but these fucking beans and cornbread. And then she said that used to hurt her seeing that. And so she would slide her a few dollars. Here you go, mama. Nah, take this. You know, because she had 12 of them. 6 of them was hopeless. And the other 6 were whales. But it's by herself, man. And one thing she said about what her grandma taught her, and she said she taught a lot. She, by seeing that, taught her a lot. And then she said, your time is coming. That's what my dad used to tell me all the time. All the time. Your time is coming. One day your time is coming. But what I got yesterday, she was like, just work towards it. Everything comes to you in due time, at your time. When, I don't want to put the hat on the motherfucker, but God, when it is time, you just gonna get what you're gonna get. And don't try to keep up with the Joneses. That was one thing. She said, my mama never kept up with the Joneses. You know what I'm saying? And that was Aunt Bey's game. It was some more up in there. What you was talking about? We was talking about Creedy motherfucking ass. So I was always wondering, like, cause Creedy Hofer, where we at 702. Creedy Hofer, he was living in Idaho, you know, and as you can hear me telling, where my motherfucking line at? You can hear me telling stories about my grandma Willie Mae taking care of 6, taking care of 12 by herself, and that's what. So I asked, like, what happened to Creedy? He left after the shit house. Goddamn, did he come back and fix it? Warranty, Christmas cards, but nah. She was like, he left us. I was like, what? Left us? Yeah, left us. Where'd he go? Idaho. And then something happened and then we went outside. And then I'm like, why the fuck this motherfucker leave? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'll never leave my baby girls. Why the fuck would this motherfucker leave? You know what I'm saying? So we get outside, get resituated, and I try to get back on the subject, and we got back on it. And then she basically was like, she said the motherfucker was an alcoholic, and he used to beat my mother. And then my whole get down changed. I was like, yeah, that motherfucker had to go. Fuck that nigga. I went from, yeah, that's my grandfather, nigga. And then she was like, yeah, we used to beat him up. We basically probably, I believe he had to go. But she said years later, she turned 22, went to Idaho, and you know, and that's when she got this, because you know when a motherfucker get older, they get to seeing shit differently. And then that's when Creedy he was like, he was so happy to see me, and I was like, yeah, man, he was a baby girl, you know, that's why. But she said he told her that Willie Mae was the best thing that ever happened to him. And it was on his motherfucking ass. The way shit got, the way it got, and he was wrong tenfold. And that's the story of motherfucking 932. That's what Aunt Bey said. Aunt Bey. So from that I got nigga, and I'm protecting my sisters like a motherfucker. And I could see the bits and pieces of what made me who I am. You know what I mean? And that's what Aunt Bey say. Next one's gonna be what Aunt Jean say.